أول كلمة كلمة اقرأ. اقرأ 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 كانت أول كلمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أجمل حكمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أول كلمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أجمل حكمة. اقرأ بسم الله تعالى اقرأ واصعد نحو القمة. اقرأ بسم الله تعالى اقرأ واصعد نحو القمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أول كلمة. اقرأ بسم الله الدنيا حبا أملا عزما سعيا وانشر في الأرجاء الهدية وتألف نورا كالنجمة. اقرأ بسم الله الدنيا حبا أملا عزما سعيا وانشر في الأرجاء الهدية وتألف نورا كالنجمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أول كلمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أجمل حكمة. اقرأ بسم الله تعالى اقرأ واصعد نحو القمة. اقرأ 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 كانت أول كلمة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذي كفروا بربهم يعدلون. والصلاة والسلام على محمد سيد العرب والعجم وعلى آله وصحبه ينابع العلوم والحكم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. We're going back on the Dhama'ir that we learned before, just to give brief explanation on that, and then we'll talk about one of the awzan al-fi'l or awzan al-af'al min bab al-fa'ala yaf'ulu, like nasara yansuru, because all the verbs that we have, the af'al that we have, some of them come in different awzan. Mathalan, if you say nasara, the mudara will be yansuru. Nasara is the same as fa'ala, but if you go to the next one, like daraba, it's also the same as fa'ala, but the mudara is not going to be yadrubu, it's going to be yadribu. Alright? Same thing applies to mathalan, if you say fataha, it's not going to be yaftahu or yaftahu, it's going to be what? Yaftahu. So we got them up to about 6 levels. We're going to talk about each one after the other. So we'll start with the Dhama'ir, and the first awzan, which is fa'ala, yaf'ulu, min ba'di nasara yansuru. So first we have to ask ourselves, what are the Dhama'ir? We made mention of the Dhama'ir as like a pronoun, something that comes in place of a noun. So if we say, Aina Muhammad, Muhammad kharaja. Ila Aina zahaba Muhammad. You see, we've been repeating Muhammad, Muhammad, Muhammad. But to make it easy for us, if we say Aina Muhammad, huwa kharaj. Mata yarja'. You get it? So, huwa kharaj. Huwa is damir, in place of Muhammad. For us to know that we're still talking about Muhammad, he is out or he went out. So we start with the Dhama'ir. Easy explanation of Dhama'ir is to take 5 of these fingers. If you look into the fingers, you see this has 3 columns. It's divided into 3. 1, 2, 3. This one the same. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one is only 1, 2. So if you take these 5, it's easy to understand what the Dhama'ir are. First, all Arabic verbs come in 3rd person singular. The person you are talking to is the 2nd person singular. You yourself are the 1st person singular, right? So the person you are talking about who is not with you is the 3rd person singular. So all Arabic verbs come in the past tense talking about third person singular. مثلا, since we are going to talk about the first wazn of the af'al, nasara yansuru, let's take nasara for example. Nasara, the meaning of nasara means he helped. He helped. Who helped? Third person singular. He is not here. So if you take kataba, he wrote. Dakhala, he entered. Talaba, he seeked for. Sajada, he prostrated. All these verbs are under nasara, yansur, ay fa'ala, yaf'ulu. They are all talking about third person singular. In other words, we will start with saying he in whatever we're going to learn today. So we come back to the fingers again. Let's take the first one. So if we say he, we are talking about mudhakkar. It's divided into three. Huwa, huma, hum. You can see the division into three has matched it. Huwa, huma, hum. He, huma, two of them, which is dual, and then hum, more than two. Okay? We take the same thing for mu'annas. We've not written that because we are only talking about mudhakkar today. If we take the same thing to mu'annas, you can see here, huma, hunna. Here, huma, hunna. So you can get the same thing, mudhakkar and then mu'annas. Come to the third finger, you get anta, second person singular, the one you are talking to. Anta, antuma, two of you, antum, more than two. If you go to the fourth finger, you're talking about mu'annas. Anti, antuma, antunna. Then, which one is the fifth one? Ana, nahnu. It has no third one. So if you're talking about yourself, if it's plural, you just say nahnu. The same thing applies to female, just ana and nahnu. So if we get this 5 fingers explanation, we're taking only 2 or 3 of them, which is mudhakkar. Huwa, huma, hum. Anta, antuma, antum. And then we're talking about ana and then nahnu. Just to talk about the mudhakkar aspect of it. Easy, since we said all the verbs in Arabic comes in third person singular, let's start with the nasara. So nasara will be just direct on it. Nasara. The mudara would what? Yansuru ala wazn yaf'ulu. So nasara yansuru. Yansuru. Nasara yansuru. So how can we make it dual? How can we make it 2 people? Since we have the second column is talking about huma, 2 of them. Huma, 2 of them. We have what we call alif al-muthanna. Al-muthanna. It comes to give us the meaning of 2. So if we say huwa by himself, huma, this alif that is added, we bring it to become muthanna. So nasara, what will it be now? Nasara, nasara, nasara. So the alif that is added here makes it muthanna. So we call this alif alif al-muthanna. Alif al-muthanna. You get it? Let's take the third one. Hum. if we are to add it, to make it, or to get something to add it to make it plural, we take waw al-jama'. So we get waw al-jama'. So nasara, nasara. The third one will be what? Nasaru. This waw al-jama'. Nasaru. Don't talk about this alif. I will explain it later. I will explain it later. Nasaru. Nasara. Nasara. Nasaru. So if we take just these three, and I'll bring example like kataba, how would it be? For huwa?
كتب
Kataba, kataba, katabu. So the same outside will take it. Let's clean the mudara, and get kataba. Kataba. Katabu. Katabu. So if we take dakhala, 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 what will it be? And then dakhalu. How easy it is. How easy it is. Dakhalu. So, if we get this as an example, I have about 30 verbs for you on just that. Ba'd nasara yansur. Let's take the second column, which is anta, antuma, antum. Let's continue still with nasara. How would it be? Anta, anta, nasarta. So you make the third letter school, and then you bring tau 5. You make the third letter school, and then you get the ta, I, tau 5 with fatha. This one repeats itself. So nasara will be what? Nasarta. Easy. Nasara, nasarta. What goes next? Antuma. Nasartuma. 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 And the third one will be what? Nasartum. Nasartum. Antum? Nasartum. So what did we add to make second person singular dua? These are the addition. So all the verbs on this awzan, these are what you have to add, and then it changes to singular, plural, and then plural. That's the dual and then plural. You got it? So let's take kataba. Anta. Katabta. كتبت. أنتما كتبتما. أنتم كتبتم. You get it? دخل. أنت دخلت. أنتما دخلتما. أنتم دخلتم. You get it? So that's how it goes. We got our waw al-jamaa here and here. Fi'l madi. So the addition here as well, we got them. Atta, tuma, and then tum. Ana. Ana. Nasartu. Ana Nasartu, feel your fine. Nasartu. Nahnu Nasarna. Nahnu Nasarna. So what did we add here? Fine. Marfu. Nasarna. Na. Here Nasarna. Noon and alif. You got that before? So we'll go in the book later. So if this side is an explanation, we got huwa. All the verbs that comes in Arabic goes to the third person originally. Okay, if you are not taking the masdar, all the verbs and most of the verbs come from what? Sulathi. We have Thulathi, and then Thulathi Mazid. We have Ruba'i, we have Khumasi, we have Sudasi. In Arabic, the longest word that you can get should not exceed 7 letters. 7 letters. Anything more than 7 is not Arabic. It's innovation. The longest you can get in one word is 7 letters. Okay? But in Sarf, if you are talking about Awzan, you reach only Sudasi, that's 6. Okay? So we got Nasara Yansuru. Wasn't Nasara Yansuru? We got Nasara Kataba. So get your book, I'm going to write more verbs on that. Okay. Talaba. Talaba is also on the same. Sajada. Dakhala. Darasa. Sakana. Shakara. Tabaqa. Khalaqa. Nazara. ترك حضر رسب رزق ذكر عبد خرج أمر أكل أخذ we'll just take only 22 at the moment. So all these verbs, if you look at them, talaba, he seeked; sajada, he prostrated; katala, he killed; darasa, he studied; sakana, he lived; shakara, he thanked; tabakha, he cooked; khalaqa, he created; nadara, he looked; taraka, he left; hadara, he attended; rasaba, he failed. We have razaqa, he provided or bestowed something or blessing on something. Dhakara, he remembered. Dhakara, he mentioned. All the same meaning. You can use each for whatever. Abada, he worshipped. Kharaja, kharaja, he came out or exit. He exited. Amara, he ordered. Akala, he ate. Akhadha, he took. These verbs all fall under Nasara, Yansuru, ala wazn fa'ala, yaf'ulu. So if we take these ones, now we're going to form the sentences. If you are going to form the sentences on yourself, I did it. You already have it here. So if we take talaba, you seek for knowledge, what will you say? Talabtu. Talabtu. Nasartu here. Sakana, you lived in a place. Sakantu. Khalaqa, you created something. Khalaqtu. You tried to do something, you failed. Rasabtu. Rasaba. You failed. Abada. So you what? You worshipped. So if we take these ones, now we go on page 12 and see the Dama'ir over there, and now we can talk about them. So the Dama'ir over there you can see is Ana, Anta, Huwa, the first one. Ana, Talibun. Ana, Talibun. Anta, Talibun. Huwa, Talibun. Ana, Mudarrisun. Anta, Mudarrisun. Huwa, Mudarrisun. So you see how you arrange it. These ones all go in the same way. So if I say Ana Tabib, Huwa Tabib, Anta Tabib. Ana Turqi, Anta Turqi. هو أنت تركية. أنت تركية. هي تركية. أنا اسم مؤنث تركية. من أين أنت؟ أنا من سوريا. أنا من باكستان. أنا من أمريكا. أنا من مصر. هل أنت باكستاني؟ هل أنت باكستاني؟ نعم أم لا؟ لا. So we've already learned about Asma al-Ishara. We don't have any questions on that. These are what we have to master, because if we come to Ta'lim al-Af'al, these are most important things that we need to learn over there, because it will tell, at least now we've got what we should add to the verb to change the meaning or to change the sequence. We've got what we add for anta, ta. If we got what we have for antum, ta and mim and ma and alif. Antum, antuma, antum, ta and mim. Nahnu, we got noon and alif. Ana, ta. And if we come here, lil ghaib, we got the same thing. Nasara, that's the original form. And then nasara, alif al-muthanna. And then waw al-jama'. So all these verbs can be changed into that. Because if I change just one thing in this awzan, you see that it changes all over everything over there. If we take the second verb group, which is daraba yadribu. Daraba yadribu. It comes with kasra, but this one goes with dhamma. Yansuru. So nasara yansuru. Kataba yaktubu. Dakhala yadkhulu. Talaba yatlubu. Sajada yasjudu. Qatala yaqtulu. Darasa yadrusu. Sakana yaskunu. Shakara yashkuru. Tabakha yatbukhu. Khalaqa yakhluqu. Nadhara ينظر. ترك يترك. حضر يحضر. رسب يرسب. رزق يرزق. ذكر يذكر. عبد خرج. أمر أكل أخذ. This are what we call Bab Nasara Yansuru ala wazn al-fa'ala yaf'ulu. So you can see the same thing, fa'ala yaf'ulu. Fa'ala, now yaf'ilu. Yaf'ilu. Fa'ala yaf'ilu. So you can see the verbs are not the same. If I say daraba yadribu, jalasa ghasala, raja'a nazala, kasara. You see how it is. Only one verb which has two faces, and I think it's not even in these groups, because it's under hasiba. Hasiba comes with two, because hasiba comes under fa'ila. So hasiba is yahsabu or yahsibu. That's the wazn. If you get the verbs, masalan, fahima is not fahama. Okay? If you get karuma, you see, ala wazn al-wad, fa'ula. You see, karuma, fa'ula. Ba'uda, fa'ula. So hasiba, hasiba, if we reach the stage, you see hasiba has two faces. أول ما يحاسب العبد يوم القيامة الصلاة. أول ما يحاسب العبد أو أول ما يحاسب العبد. So hasiba got yahsibu, yahsabu, two faces. So if you see someone reading the hadith, أول ما يحاسب العبد يوم القيامة الصلاة, he said no, I heard it أول ما يحاسب العبد يوم القيامة الصلاة. Sawa sawa, all the same. So we'll talk about, inshallah, we'll take the daraba yadribu, we have the fataha yaftahu. So you can see all these three start with alif, 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 but at the end of the day the mudara changes. So fa'ala yaf'ilu, we have fa'ala yaf'alu. Fa'ala yaf'alu, yaf'alu. Okay? Fa'ala yaf'alu is different from fa'ala yaf'alu. You get it? It's a bit confusing, that's why I want to make it one after the other. So we'll just take today's one to be only fa'ala yaf'alu. Ala was nasara yansuru. So all those that we learned. But if you take the second one, the fa'ala yaf'ilu, you can give example of jalasa, raja, nazara. If you take the third one, fa'ala yaf'alu, fataha yaftahu, dhahaba yazhabu. Okay? It's not yazhibu, it's not yazhubu, yazhabu. Raka'a yarka'u, rafa'a yarfa'u. So, inshallah, we'll talk about those. I've already typed a lot of verbs on those awzan, and then if we finish that one, because I don't want us to be just reading. If we know the qaida, we are given the verbs, we can form our own sentences, which is more easier. So if we finish with this awzan, we're going to take fi'l al-mu'tal, and then we'll talk about, we'll see sulasi mazid, sulasi lazim, and sulasi mazid, and we'll see also the difference between the af'al, because we have fi'l sahih, mu'tal, ma'muz, naqis, ajwaf, you know, muda'af. You see all of those, inshallah. So I think with what we just learned today, what you have to do is just copy these ones in this form and then make it mudara. Copy them. This is the asl, all of them. These are the original. So all of these, if you can make them in this form, like this one, you get talaba, huwa talaba, huma talaba, hum talabu, anta talabta, antuma talabtuma, antum talabtum, ana talabtu, nahnu talabna. If you're able to do all these ones, because they are all 22, so I did 19 more. If you're able to finish all, and then you rearrange them in the form like nasara yansuru, kataba yaktubu, dakhala yadkhulu, talaba yatlubu. All these ones to go under mudara. It's a lot of work. Yeah, what we did last time, let me see. What we did last time, yes, I gave you example. Yeah. So you don't need to just, this one for as an example to just refresh your mind. So you just have to write them and the mudara only. Yes, just the mudara. Just for you, so that you know that all these verbs fall under fa'ala yaf'ulu, ala wazn nasara yansur. You get it? Because you already did this one, and yeah, so this should be alright. Inshallah, we'll take the other part of it next week on the mu'annas, which will be easy also for you to know, because if you take the Huwa, the opposite side will be here. So if we say nasara, here, nasarat. Huma, what will it be? Normally, we add, because we already have alif al-musanna, so it should be easy, inshallah. We'll just take it slowly if we reach there and explain that one as well. You get it? Then just mudara you're going to do, inshallah. Because if you are able to get that, now we can say what we just did. If you take kataba, becomes fa'il al-mustatir. Now we start talking about mustatir. If you are able to get it right, slowly we can organize and then combine all the terms in terms of i'rab, so that we'll start the i'rabat and then we can do all one after that, inshallah. So if we stop on that one, what we say our lesson today is only on dama'ir. So we'll just stop on that. Is that right? Yes. Alhamdulillah alladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal arda wa ja'ala adh-dhulumati wan nur. Rabbi zidna ilman, Rabbi zidna